Hello, everybody. Keep watching your backs because there might be knives pointed at them. Welcome back to Betrayal Month. I am Luna, and with me we have Adam.
They're after me!
Jolene.
They're in your walls.
John.
She's following Norman. She has my zip code.
And Julius.
Fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I haven't been in any course. Have you already done like the Julius Caesar joke for Betrayal Month? Have we done that yet?
No, I don't think so.
Et tu, donuts?
Et tu, brony.
Dude, I just can't get over the fact you're more worried about your zip code and not like your IP address.
I mean, you can't VPN your way out of a zip code.
Yeah. Now they have a physical location now, and it's only a matter of time.
Send me mail.
Exactly.
They know what high school I'm zoned to.
So, what's the story today?
Today we are looking at the Fall of Twilight Sparkle.
Fall of Princess
Et
Twilight
tu,
Sparkle.
brony.
The Fall of
time.
Princess Twilight Sparkle by My Little Pony fans on Wattpad.gov.
Multiple fans.
Alright. So, I will say something positive right off the bat. I do like the cover art they're using. I mean, it's definitely generic, dark pony, but it looks cool.
I think that's just the older Twilight Sparkle model, but just painted black.
I mean, it's well done. It's very well done.
I mean,
Fair enough, yeah.
It's nice to look
I
at.
think that the haze thing at the eyes, it looks alright.
Yeah, honestly, with the way that it's done, and with the way the lines look, I'd almost believe that the person drew it. Like, if the person said, "I drew this with reference," I'd believe them. It does look very good. The colors are very well composed. Like, it's a good cover art. They put effort into.
We've seen a lot of terrible thumbnails in our days, so
yeah.
it's a low bar,
Especially
but
on
this one
Wattpad.
greatly exceeds it.
Person put a lot of effort into it. Person's having just a wee bit of fun.
It's
And
like-
I
it's-
appreciate that.
It's like every Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction that ever exists. Yeah, it's bad, but the way the bar the show set is subterranean.
I don't know. I've read some pretty.
It's not bad, though.
I've read some pretty strong Miraculous Ladybug fics. I
No,
think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they should take I mean this seriously, they should take the show from the writer and allow Miraculous Ladybug to be exclusively done by, like, girlies who are as obsessed with Miraculous Ladybug as if they are with Batman. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Hey, give it back to the people.
Yeah.
Give Miraculous Ladybug back to the people. Insert Soviet Union national anthem here.
Sayonara.
I think you mean our Ladybug.
Oh, I can't believe you brought up, like, the Soviet Revolution when the show takes place in France and the French Revolution was right there.
Oh, well, I'd never seen the show, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it takes place in Paris.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Weird.
Papillon noir, Paris moustache.
So this description. This story is about an alicorn princess named Twilight Sparkle and how she got betrayed by her own friends and family. Read to find out what is going to happen to Princess Twilight Sparkle. Sorry if my spelling or punctuation is wrong. It's my first time writing a story. P.S. I hope you enjoy my story. I mean, I think it's obvious you would hope that we'd want to enjoy it, right?
Wait, does Twilight Sparkle actually have extended family members?
She's got a brother.
Doesn't she? Yeah, she has a brother, I think.
So presumably she has parents. I don't think she just kind of spawned.
I mean, if she's a princess in this, technically there has to be some sort of royal lineage,
Well,
right?
no. It wasn't like she became a princess when
It's a title.
It was
little-
a title. It was like bequeath. Like she did something, and because she did the something, she got the wings. She got to become an alicorn, and like she became a princess that way. Like she's not a princess by blood. She's a princess by merit.
Like,
You
there
know,
are multiple.
she-
Okay, so it's like a meritocracy monarchy.
There are multiple princesses.
Kind of.
Some
It's
that,
kind of like if the divine right of kings was actually divine right because the king actually does raise the sun, and the moon.
Oh.
You know.
Twilight Sparkle's mom's name is Twilight Velvet. Oh, that is
I don't like that.
She's what?
Twilight Velvet. That's her mom's name, and her dad's name is Nightlight.
Huh.
Nightlight.
the dichotomy of the naming is just...
Nightlight. I like that. That's kind of funny though.
The fun thing is that, like, if you've ever, like, the Kentucky Derby just happened, like, a week before the court, they really do be naming horses like that.
Yeah. So, first chapter is a warnings section. This story includes betrayal, emotional scenes, strong name
Oh
calling.
no.
You're all poopy heads.
Not if I have anything to say about it. And I do. I'm gonna say the N-word.
No, don't do that.
Mrs. Obama, get down.
Don't do that.
You know what? We're not monetized, but we'd probably have to owe YouTube money if you did that. So don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
That's not the only reason.
It's okay.
Obviously, you shouldn't do
It's okay.
that.
All we need to do is call the penguins in Madagascar, and they'll sort it out.
Weird.
What do you mean? What? Never mind. I don't want to know what they'll do.
It's like they stop racism. They killed Donald Trump.
Good for
Okay,
them.
I'm on John's radar now. I know what he's referencing. It's all good.
They killed Donald Trump, who killed Mrs. Obama by saying the N-word.
Remember that story that was just like the penguins in Madagascar, but like the OC, someone's OC was there?
Yeah, I remember that. I don't think we made a video out of that.
Also, original content
that as a test.
self-inflicted also did a Penguins in Madagascar fix. So if you wanted to check that out.
Yeah. All these images don't belong to me. You've been warned. So maybe the thumbnail isn't theirs.
Oh, it's
Maybe.
definitely not. They cut off the.
Yeah.
There's you can actually see part of the name of the.
I know. I
artist, and
see
it's
the
not
night,
them.
the night thing. Well, at least they gave credit.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was gonna say they didn't give credit, but they did crop out most of the.
They gave like a
Yeah.
quarter credit.
Yeah, half credit.
At least they're not making millions of dollars
Could've been
off on a YouTube channel. Am I right or am I right?
So, first chapter, chapter 1, the library.
Oh, God.
Beautiful library picture up here.
Oh god, my brain immediately thought misspelled it as the library or something like that.
Library.
The library.
The library.
The Liberté.
I love
The libertarian.
libertarian.
Oh no.
The libs.
It's just a bookstore.
I hate them libs. I hate them in my country.
Twilight Sparkle, you're
Okay.
up.
Hi.
Gravelly.
Hi. My name is Twilight Sparkle. My bestest friends in the whole world. And their names are... What? Already off to a great start. I'm already confused.
Their names are. The names of Twilight Sparkle's friends.
And my best friends in the whole world are Pinkie Pie, Rarity, Applejack, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash.
Fluttershy and...
Yeah.
You know,
last
Applejack,
name.
Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash. Rarity's the weird one for only having one word in her name. I guess that makes her a
What a
rarity.
freak.
It's because I'm generous. I gave my second name to somebody else.
How thoughtful.
But ever since I became a princess, they've been acting strange. Even my brother Shining Armor, Cadence, Celestia, and Luna are doing it too.
Oh no, they're all your brother?
Oh no, Shine just.
It's a messed up
just
family.
The first one. Just the first one. They're on both sides of the family, I guess, though. So fair enough.
Yeah, no, Cadence is her sister-in-law
In-law.
and a princess. So,
Also a MILF, technically.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know whether
okay.
it was.
Alright.
Okay,
It made
John.
sense. It made sense at the time. There was a royal baby thing, you know.
Pop off, King.
No, I got
keep
where
talking.
the mother part is coming from. Like, we got that part, man.
Well, some people are weird like that. I don't know.
Some people.
Some people.
Drax has secretly replaced John in our recording chat.
It's me. Who saw that betrayal coming?
Well, I'm thinking.
I've been Drax the whole time.
I had a fever
Shout out to
dream
Drax, we
for
love
2
you,
days.
buddy.
No, I just had to think back of the Fate streams back in the Steel Donut days.
Oh yeah.
That scene where I voiced Cadence.
Oh yeah. You were
You
you
sound
were
like you're having flashbacks.
we're back in the
He's
we're back
gripping
in
the
the
fucking.
trenches.
He's gripping his seat.
Fortunate
he's
Son
like,
is playing in the
"Shit."
background right now in Julius's house.
Yeah.
Alright,
100-yard
unfortunate.
stare.
That was the past. Every pony treated me disrespectfully, but I think...
As you should of the monarchy.
Down with the monarchy, up with the people.
Yeah.
Up with air.
Up with air.
But I think it's because of me becoming a princess this early in life, and that my friends, mentors, and family haven't expected me to be a princess. What's this logic?
Sound logic. Sound logic.
So true.
It happened so soon they didn't see it coming.
It's like
I mean, to be fair, from what I remember, it did kind of come out of nowhere, her becoming a princess.
But this day I will be so wrong for once in my entire life. What?
Nah, not for the once.
Just this
Maybe-
once I'll be wrong.
I'll be wrong one time.
I'm also incredibly humble.
I'm humble,
Much more.
smart, funny.
I got 8 inches.
I got good grades.
Great.
I always write straight A's.
What was
Why
that
am I
one?
so damn pickable?
I always got picked on every time. First in line, first in the class. Oh, whatever. Next one. It was just another day in Ponyville with my friends when I suddenly stopped in front of the mysterious library. Even though I live in one. I live in a library, guys.
No, it was mysterious.
But it's the mysterious one.
No, if I remember correctly, it was like actually it would be mysterious because if she's a princess, she does not like. I remember correctly, it was like her treehouse library got like blown up, and then when she became like the princess, like a crystal castle. In case I'm wrong, you may not. I'm actually John doing a voice, so if I'm incorrect about my pony lore, please send all your hate to John.
What?
But
What?
her house got blown up, and then
There was a
like
book burning?
the crystal castle grew in its place and replaced the library. So either it's like the mysterious library in the castle, or remember there was like a mysterious library where they got like ended up inside of a comic book. There's some mysterious libraries.
So what you're saying is that there are multiple mysterious libraries here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty niche lore. Like, it's not really well known, but the Pentagon wasn't the only ground target.
God damn it.
Say that these days.
We're gonna get negative monetized.
Susan's still in charge. Susan is gonna just be like, hey, like
No.
gonna be sending us Venmo requests for like $40.
It looked amazing. My friends had given me disgusted looks in the library and the library too. What?
The library gave her disgusting
Not
looks.
even Squidward's house. But I just brushed off my friend's stares. That, to be fair, that would be weird. That is a weird thing to put, like having an S ending and an S beginning. I get that. But I have to be nice and ask, hey girls, you want to go into this new library they just opened?
We're already in a library.
But the new library.
So is this the mysterious library?
They just walk one library to the next. It's just door to door.
When do we get to the library? This is the library.
I mean, one time before I knew that you could put books on hold, I basically dragged my dad all over the county because I had made a checklist of the books I wanted to check out and the libraries that they were at. So we just kind of like drove around to like 3 or 4 different libraries in the area so I could pick up all the books that I wanted.
Oh,
And
that's
then
cool.
when I mentioned that, the librarian was like, you can just put books on hold and have them sent to the library nearest to you, right? You don't gotta do all that.
That's cool. That's a cool dad. They're doing that. Rainbow Dash?
Yeah.
We're not going in there, egghead.
I thought you were the loyal one. Like, isn't
I
that...
mean, not in this
She's
one, they're
loyal.
betraying her.
She's loyal to her friends, not to Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, fuck Twilight Sparkle.
That actually does bring up an interesting point. I remember Amanda Hagen did a review of Equestria Girls, and it's basically like she called out Twilight Sparkle because she's doing basically the same thing as Sunset Shimmer, but she's so much better at doing it.
Twilight Sparkle, like, Equestria Girls is one of many shows where it's like, it would have been so much better if instead of them being in high school, they had been, like, in college, like, different departments,
Oh my
different
God.
majors, like, you got a large, more like open space. You can have like them doing their careers at the same time, like doing their jobs or whatever, and have like Twilight Sparkle, like the engineer student does not go outside, spends all of her time focusing on like her studies and like her like 30 credit hours she's taking for some reason, and like trying not to lose it. And it's like, you need to go outside, you need to have friends. I just think that would have been a better choice.
I like 100% agree. I never even watched that show.
I think in general there needs to be less high school AUs and more college AUs. I think there should be more stuff taking place in college, like Twilight.
I'm down for that. I agree.
I feel like college is just such a much more interesting time in a person's life.
Yeah, like with Twilight, like I cannot fathom myself spending like 4 years over and over again doing high school if I was immortal. That sounds like, if you're an immortal trapped in a high school, like doing high school again, I'm going to assume you've been cursed. Now, like, a mortal vampire taking college, and he's like, yeah, I'm on my 10th major, actually. I've got nothing to do.
That could have been Edward Cullen instead of going to high school over and over again. Why would he go to high school over and over again?
Yeah, he's like, it's actually Dr. Cullen. I've got like 15 doctorates. Why? Well, nothing better to do with my time, and I look like I look the age of a college student. No one knows how old I am, and if they see I look identical to how I looked like 30 years ago, it's like, it's college. People mind their business.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I
true.
do that. Yeah, you heard it here, Riders of the World. Less high school AUs, more college AUs.
You got more freedom.
More colleges.
Then people.
If Zane's cooking can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Zane's cooking couldn't do it though.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it. What you mean?
All right. So
yeah, maybe we shouldn't reference that. Maybe that's not gonna come out. Yeah.
Oh well. Well, okay. See you guys later then, I guess.
Hopefully never again, stupid egghead. Whispering to the others.
Okay, Fluttershy I do not believe that she's mean enough to even attempt to. I think she's too shy to even like bring out negative energy.
I don't know what's going
John,
on, but I decided Twilight Sparkle is definitely in the wrong. You gotta do something like real messed up to lose Fluttershy. Like,
that's true.
John, are you
Fluttershy looks
implying...
at the god of chaos and goes, "I can fix him." and she's correct. If you've lost Twilight Sparkle, like, Twilight Sparkle has raised taxes. She's done something.
Okay, we all gotta do this laugh track in a moment.
Well,
so
even Twilight Sparkle?
I mean, if you want. Okay, like 3, 2, 1.
Very funny, very nice.
What? I didn't hear you.
What? Grandson?
Yeah, what? No, I don't.
Oh, it's nothing. Hold on. It's nothing, sugar.
You gotta do it again with gritted teeth.
I'm trying to.
You gotta say the.
It's
yeah,
hard
afterward.
to get across.
It's nothing. Yeah. It's nothing, sugar.
Through gritted teeth, I
feel
guess.
like Applejack would be more passive aggressive, but maybe that's just because in college I've been around a lot of like people from the South who were, the Southern passive aggression. She would have been like, bless your heart, sugar cube.
Yeah, exactly. She would say "bless you," which
bless your heart.
As we all know in the South, that just means go fuck yourself.
It means more like it more translates to, oh, you stupid motherfucker.
Okay, I'm going by myself then.
Okay, I guess we all say this next. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. See you later, Twilight.
Leaving. Sashay away.
Hi, y'all. Do you think we can get Spike to be the new Guardian of Magic?
They're a baby, aren't they? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't forget that.
And Twilight's an emotional baby, but we still keep her around. Not for long.
Not for long.
I can't hang out with it anymore. I go through any kind of personal struggle, and what she's doing, she's mailing Celestia, telling her my whole business. I mean, honestly, I can't have a private thought around her.
We're like sisters, only closer.
What?
We're like sisters in the same way that Cain and Abel were like brothers, and well, that rock is looking mighty probable.
Oh God.
That's a really good rock.
I'm just being honest.
It's got the good. It's got the right weight. It's properly aerodynamic.
Yeah.
They are getting stranger than before. I'm probably thinking nonsense. Shakes head and enters the library. Huh? It's kind of dark, but nothing I can't handle. Lights up horn. I wish I knew what my friends really think of me.
Twilight has the opposite problem that I had in high school, which I had to, overcome it and like be like, and not everything is about me, but like my friends would say anything, and then I would just have a little pop that goes like, detect, are they mad at me?
I have a similar thing.
Yeah.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Your Highness.
Amazing voice.
Well, that is. I could just feel.
Yes, give me more.
I'm just waiting for you to burst out into a Disney musical number.
Yeah, very Ursula. Very
1, 2,
good.
3. I'm evil and I love it. I love that bit from Man Carrying Thing. Huh? Who are you? How do you know me?
Well, just a nobody that loves to give away books over thousands of years before Celestia was born. And for your second question, I have been watching you, Princess.
Okay. I'm just gonna ignore that. But wait, you said that you got old books even before Celestia was born?
Yes, young one, and I know a smear spell that will tell the truth about your friends and combine magic spell.
The singular spell.
Huh?
I don't know.
It's been over
it's the
thousands of
combine
years. The English
magic
language
spell.
has changed.
This is English. This is the alpha version of English.
Yeah, it's
so.
like how you know how Yoda apparently talks like that because that's how the grammar used to be in common when he was a kid.
Yeah.
like-
Bro, I think he just hit his head.
How do you know about my friend's situation?
Like I said, I've been watching you. Now where is that spell book? Aha! Found it. Here you are, young one. The book is dark magic, but I think it'll be good use for you, and you can't give it away.
Why not?
It's bound to you now. Your Highness, good luck to you.
Yeah, grab
Doesn't she
that off
sign a
my
contract
hands.
for that?
I didn't consent to this.
This is a creepypasta.
This is just spam
Yeah.
mail.
I read a horror thing where there was a guy whose whole business was like he was the glad I got that off my hands guy, and the reason why he did that because he's like the guy who sells the spooky item to the protagonist in the horror movie never suffers the consequences of the spooky item, and if the spooky item exists, I would rather be the mysterious salesman than the poor schmuck that accidentally gets a hold of it.
Oh, you mean like the people from It Follows or whatever?
Yeah, his name was Mikel Celesta. The guy who did it.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
You're my first customer in days, so no charge for you today. But if you come in next time, I'll have to charge you.
That's very generous. I mean, like.
How do you have no customers if you're not charging them?
No wonder they have no fun.
It's like first one's free, I think. That's what's happening.
Wait, Robbie Rotten?
Oh my god, that changed my whole perspective. This is just Robbie Rotten now.
Well, who did you expect, Princess Celestia?
Why, thank
These
you.
damn puppets in the crazy town.
I understand. Have a good day.
You can call me Night Shadow, Your Highness.
Can't believe Night Shadow's here from freaking Fate.
Oh yeah. What was that one again? The one that read the creepypasta and tried to do the thing to them?
No, that was what was he called? Was that Vanished or was that the other one? I forgot. Night Shadow was the big
The main-
boss.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Was the main villain guy.
The one that turned into Cyber the Sky Dragon, but with Gilbert Gottfried's face. I remember now.
Yeah, he was the one who talked in his royal Canterlot voice.
Bye, night.
Good luck with your future, Twilight Sparkle.
Man, they're letting some freaks in here.
No wonder your friends don't like you.
No wonder you're such a shithead.
That makes too much sense. If she's acting like that, no, it's no wonder. Okay, now we're on to the next chapter.
The mirror.
Mirror, mirror, leaned up slightly against the wall.
Regardless, we already had Night Shadow. Is Matthias gonna show up next?
What about
Please?
what about Clayton's sister or that other guy's cousin's uncle or whatever?
Oh no.
No, dad or whatever. I forget.
Yeah, Dylan's dead.
What it is? Armstrong, Senator Armstrong.
I'm trying to think of a fucking Senator Armstrong quote.
Nanomachine son, always go to. Oh,
Nanomachine, son.
that's always a very good quote for him.
I made it the fuck up.
When I got home, I went to the planning room where my friends' elements of harmony. Wow, you refer to your friends as just the elements of harmony. Wow, I can see
Yeah,
why
you see, she sees them as tools. That's why they don't
I
like her.
see your point now. I'm starting to see their point.
They're just
I'm with your
pawns
friend.
to her. Pawns.
The
on her
betrayal
big
is
plan.
justified.
Sad, but didn't want to sit next to me or be near me anymore. So I went there because I knew I would not be disturbed. Spike was there too, but lately he's been hanging around with Rarity that he too ignored me, and I didn't want to be my number one. I didn't want to be my number one assistant anymore. I mean, honestly, nah, not going to that joke yet. I don't know why they would just ignore me or insult me everywhere we go. Wait, so she's been like, has this been going on for a while? She was just like letting those like little passive aggressive insults just slide until now.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like joking
apparently.
fun. Like, you know, like little jokes, you know?
Yeah, classic joke.
Yeah.
Where you just call someone an egghead. I mean, that would be I wouldn't take that seriously if one of you called me an egghead, because that's like a very tame insult.
See what the
Yeah.
K-12 Jarsh.
Yeah, but you see, the author said, you know, there's strong name calling. So I guess where they're from, egghead is like one of the worst things you can call somebody.
Well, the offer, it happens to be that the offer is Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, it's a very racist thing to say against eggs.
He's one of Eggman's relatives. He's from the Eggman family.
Don't you say that word.
You see, so what you're saying is you're calling her the smart princess. That's what's going on.
The smart teacher.
No, they're calling her bald.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Anyways,
oh.
Night Shadow said the Mirror of Truth spell. Wait, that wasn't the spell last time, was it? I didn't think they said what
Whatever.
kind of spell it was.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't make
spell.
up the rules. I just say bullshit.
Also, Mirror of Truth. Does that mean that Dark Pit is gonna come out and make it like this into the Kid Icarus Uprising sequel we always wanted? No,
Yes.
just me. Oh, darn it. The game's underrated. It's very great. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Of any kind of question, you ask the mirror. Okay, here it goes. Cast a spell on mirror. Mirror, tell me something.
Oh man, that's a callback.
Oh yeah, here's to hoping that show can get a decent ending.
Oh man, it's not looking great.
I didn't watch Ruby Volume 9, and I'm not planning on doing it. Even when
It's
Volume
actually
10 comes out, I'm just
really
like,
good.
nope.
I've got friends that like Ruby, but I just couldn't get past the animation style in the first season.
Fair enough. That is honestly
wish
where the
there-
peak is,
oh,
because
we
it's
know.
like it has the most like sincere energy of it. Okay, now I will tell it to reveal the truth about my friends. Oh wow, okay. I'm starting to see. Everyone knows that like the typical thing when you ask a magic mirror is to do the mirror thing or magic mirror thing, depending on who you ask. Is the better thing. You're supposed to ask politely for the mirror to do it.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Are my friends mad at me?
That would have made for a much less interesting Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
The
am
queen
I
was just
green?
really insecure about whether her friends liked her or not.
I mean, if you could do that, you could have like her insecurity. Like she's very insecure, and because she's very insecure, she's like, I think my friends like my stepdaughter, or like my stepdaughter more than I do, or more than me. Like they care more about my stepdaughter, so I need to get rid of her so that
Wait,
I can have people talk to me.
I don't think Snow White is her stepdaughter. Is that?
No, yeah, she is. She's not.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's
No.
not her mom.
Are you not thinking?
Her mom is.
Are you not thinking of?
No, it's her stepdaughter, John.
It's her stepdaughter.
It is.
Her mom died, and then the new queen.
Are you not? Are you not thinking of Cinderella?
No,
I mean,
no. The
No, I'm
evil
pretty sure
stepmoms are
it's-
common.
It's all
So-
Yeah, the
true of
story
Snow
is like
White.
because she wasn't the one. Like the mother, like she wants daughter, lips as red as blood, skin as white as snow, hair as dark as night. She gives birth to Snow White. She proceeds to die because she's the mother of the protagonist in a fairy tale. The king remarries, and then he dies, and then the queen is just a real stinker.
Yep. That's... yeah.
Mirror, tell me the truth of how my friends really think of me. Mirror showing all of her friends.
Alright.
Sparkle, I have terrible news. I'm projecting you at Mad at You Island, and unfortunately, all your friends are there.
And they are.
Twilight is so stupid, she didn't even realize that we wanted to pretend to be her friends.
Hey, you wanted to
So as
pretend.
opposed to not wanting to pretend to be her friend.
This is like a Harry Potter betrayal fic. Luna and Celestia paid them to be friends with her.
Well, maybe they didn't pay them because they wanted to do it.
They stopped paying them their own strike.
You think I got it all? Everyone thinks I got it made well. How come my only friends are the
They think
ones
they
I
deserve more
pay?
money, so they're on strike, and until they're on strike, they're going to be, until their demands are made, they're going to be mean to Twilight Sparkle. And if you try to say, hey, you shouldn't be faking being friends, you hate labor, and you were trying to don't be friends with Twilight right now, because that would be crossing a picket line. Don't be a scab.
True. You're gonna get fragged by your own family.
You'll never work in this town again. You'll never be friends with anyone in this town again if you cross the picket line.
Yay! We planned that very well.
Yeah, just being around someone and not talking shit about them for 2 seconds. That's a that's like wild
I mean,
plan.
it would be pretty easy to fake being friends with Twilight because, like, you're her first friend. She doesn't really have a frame of reference. I'm not saying you should,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying it would be very difficult.
I mean, she indoctrinated a baby dragon into her cause. So yeah,
I don't think she adopted it. I think she, like, actually hatched.
indoctrinated, not adopted, indoctrinated into her cause.
Yeah.
Oh man, read the next line, John.
We also wanted
Read the line.
fame, the fame and fortune from the Little Miss Nobody.
Yeah, we
Why
wanted
does
the
this always come
fame
up in
and
betrayal
the
fics?
fortune. That's why we are being assholes now that
What
she has
fortune?
the fame and fortune. But we were
Yeah.
nice to her when she didn't have it. That makes
What
sense.
fortune? She's broke. Like
What do you
per
mean?
person,
She's a princess.
it's not that's not all her wealth though. It's Princess Celestia's.
No, that's not how princesses work in this thing.
What?
She's got a crystal. She's got a crystal castle. She can make things with her mind.
There's no princess hierarchy there. There's just
I mean, kind of, but the hierarchy is like the prince that raises the princess that raises the sun, and the princess who raises the moon, and then like everyone else.
At the end, there's pretty much still a god. So
Yeah.
what? She's
if
God.
I don't
I
really
kid.
get this.
And you
I don't
take
really
them
get
and-
this angle from a logical standpoint. You're going to
Piss off
pretend to be
God.
friends with the person who's going to be a god, but then when she's a god, you want to betray her. Why?
I mean, they didn't know that
You
she was
got
going
what
to
you
become
wanted.
a god, and like it's one thing to be friends with like the princess's like little favorite student, but they draw the line with the actual monarchy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Still,
Rainbow
you
Dash,
probably
he sees,
would want to do it in a way where you don't make her mad because she's a god.
Well, you see, Rainbow Dash is the staunch Republican, and I mean that in the British anti-monarchy sense, not in the American conservative sense. So,
I mean, we all hate the British monarchy, and like, what do they really do other than eat up taxes and junk?
nothing. That's why we were silent.
Applejack.
Yeah. Good commentary.
Pretend they weren't responsible for Princess Di's death, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, I'm gonna stop. The politics stop here.
Yeah, we did good, girls.
Yeah, she doesn't deserve friends.
I think if Pinkie Pie said that about me, I would go into an enclosed room and cast carbon monoxide beam.
This is My Little Pony if Drax was right about all the characters.
Yeah, I think everyone here is just a horrible person.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Pinkie Pie's not depressed here. She's just, like, mean.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
to be fair.
her value is laughter. That isn't that's her element. It doesn't matter where the laughter comes from.
Yeah.
If she can make people laugh by the suffering of others, that's great.
Laughter's the best medicine, and you make me sick.
End of showing her friends. What?
What?
But I thought we were friends. Crying noises.
Sad horse
Make
noises.
some crying noises, John.
I guess I don't really deserve any friends. Okay, now you're just letting them gaslight you.
Sad
John,
pony
make some
noises.
authentic crying noises for Twilight
No.
Sparkle.
I just read ahead to the
'Cause-
second chapter.
Okay, wait,
Third-
I can do it.
I don't know. I don't make a lot of noises when I cry. I just kind of cry.
I just get
Yeah,
really loud.
I do the silent, sexy cry. Like in the movies.
Okay then.
Yeah, I do the sexiest cries of them all.
I feel so bad for
Why
us editing
not?
this. My audio is gonna be horrible.
Here we go. Chapter 3. Celestia and Luna's betrayal. Wow, thanks for giving away the ending. I guess we can go straight into...
Thanks for
gift
spoiling
up
us,
there.
but then again, by the same logic, you could say, oh, you spoiled the betrayal in the title. You spoiled that Princess Twilight Sparkle would fall.
Chapter
That's
3,
called a
Elliot's
prophecy.
not the father.
I don't deserve any friends. That does it. I can't do this anymore. I want them to know...
That does it. I've had it with you. That's the last straw.
I like how Twilight Sparkle doesn't come to the... You know what would be an interesting take on, like, a betrayal story? A story where, like, the same sort of thing happens with the magic mirror that tells you your friends hate you. Except instead of a mirror that tells the truth, it's just a mirror that reflects your insecurity. So instead of communicating, Twilight Sparkle, like, burns all of her bridges based off, like, miscommunication. And her friends are all like... I can't believe that you listened to a magic mirror instead of actually talking to us, and it's really upsetting that you just believed it right off the bat. And so, like, I don't think I want to be friends with you anymore, just because it was so easy for you to believe that and not trust me. And a friendship should be built on trust, and how, like, I don't know, the betrayal. Twilight betrayed herself, and it's not her friends didn't leave her; she left them, or I don't know. That'd be interesting. So
I mean, that would be a good twist in the genre, but...
That's a good concept. Also, I think that could legitimately be an episode of the show.
yeah, actually, now that I think of that, that could be an episode of the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great concept, but obviously with these betrayal fanfics, we're looking for
Yeah, this is from the
these
betrayal
baseline,
hive
beautiful
mind.
stories
They all
about
want to
people
write
being assholes for no
It would be
reason.
a good
all
moral for
want
like
to write
kids.
the-
It'd be a good moral because like kids are watching. Everyone goes through a phase where like your brain convinces you that like your friends hate you, and it'd be very important to say like, hey, communicate with your friends and talk to them instead of like festering in like your like disbelief and stuff like that because it's healthier. That'd be like a genuinely like a good like lesson for like kids and teens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair,
would be.
this comes from the betrayal hive mind, and they don't
Yeah.
want to write that. They want to write the same weird, out of character bullshit.
They want to write the Count of Monte Cristo, but for
The Count of Monte Cristo if it was bad.
I once
It
read
was
a,
ponies.
I once read a it was a betrayal Harry Potter fic, and it was called The Count of Azkaban. But like the person goes, actually in this story, Harry's going to grow as a person, and he's not going to get revenge on the people who hurt them. And I'm like, it's a nice twist, but I wasn't reading a story called The Count of a Prison because I didn't want to see ridiculous vengeance. So I'm gonna stop. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to stop reading. I'm not going to send you any reviews because you write the story you want to write. But I am disinterested in continuing this. Actually,
I came for you for the chaos.
yeah.
Yes. All right.
I wanted to know I will not be their friend anymore and will not have the elements of harmony in my position. Wait, what? You're just gonna give the elements of
So
harmony
she's like,
away?
I'm giving up the element of magic. I'm giving up the element of magic instead of actually that's a really big person thing. Instead of her going, I'm taking away their elements because they're not my friends. Instead, she went, clearly I'm the problem. I need to find someone else to wield the elements of magic.
I don't think that's what they were going for, but alrighty then.
No, it says I will not be their friend anymore and will not have the elements of harmony in my position.
You're right.
So in her current position, she's not having the element of magic because that's the thing.
I mean, you say that, but you didn't read the next line like this. I mean, what's the point of keeping them if they were never my friends to begin with? See my point? I mean, I appreciate. It's just your logic is sound. It's just that you're not thinking about the author intends for these kind of stories. Just for the most. I appreciate you trying to elevate us, but we are in the shed together.
I mean, one of my favorite genres of stories, like treated seriously, where you take a crazy idea like this and you're like, hey, walk with me. Let's discuss the implications. Let's work this out. Where do we go from here?
Nice. Sigh. No. I must tell every pony the truth about my possessive and greedy fake friends who are the monsters in this world. Running towards the door.
How aren't they possessive? I'd say they're the opposite of possessive.
I think
You know what?
I
I gotta give it a hand to Twilight mental health. I gotta give a hand to Twilight mental health queen. If I found out that 5 of my friends hated me, like for example, like when I looked through, I made a fake account and got access to that group chat you had, that the one that I wasn't a part of, and I found out that like you all like secretly hate me, and I was thinking at the time, oh well, I must be the problem. But Twilight, like she's like they're the problem, and so she's handling a lot healthier than I did. Because what I would do if I found out that my friends secretly hated me, what I would do is I would gather them all into a voice call to record the fan fiction on Wattpad of some kind, and then while they were recording, they would be so focused on the recording that they wouldn't notice the agents that I had skillfully enter into their home and guard off the exits and just sort of, monitor them. If you happen to notice a shining red light somewhere to your left, John, don't worry about it.
You let me down. You let me down. I thought you were gonna go full Hamlet, where it's like they're reading a story about a betrayal, and then they all just like get up and leave. That's what I thought you were going for. A threat of my life is not gonna make much of the way of a difference to me.
So anyways, guys, we're gonna delete that group chat, right?
Yeah, I think she's onto us.
Running towards the door and bumps into something.
Walking in front of Twilight and Luna blocking her path.
Why is God here?
Oh goodness, oh goodness.
Shit got real.
10 pounds of cocaine. No, I don't know how the
like
quote goes.
It's now I need 3 pounds. It's like 2 pounds of crack, 2 pounds of coke, and 5 nail strippers, but none of them white. I can't see the cocaine on them if they are. It's so funny. That's such a good piece of art.
It's a great.
I think about it.
It's a great image.
We cannot allow that, Twilight Spark.
Okay, how?
Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, what are you doing? Let me through. I need to warn the citizens of a question about my faith.
The citizens don't give a shit.
That's my fake
of
friends.
Honeywood, there are fake friends on the loose.
We have a serial fake friends on the loose.
Bro, I'm trying to pay my mortgage. I don't care if you have fake friends.
Oh dear, Twilight Sparkle. I knew all along this would happen because I paid them a lot of bits just to hang out around you and make you believe they were your friends.
Oh my god.
We attended the Dumbledore School of Interpersonal Relationships.
I've heard this a million times, but it's always great.
I wanted the betrayal story where like Ron and Hermione pull Harry aside and it's like, hey, full disclosure, Dumbledore is paying us money to be friends with you, and I figured you deserve to know that. Like at first, like you are a legitimately close friend of ours. So what I'm thinking is that we don't tell Dumbledore that you know, and we continue to make the money. But we all split it as a group. And how about this? You give me fake information to feed to Dumbledore, so we can keep this money racket going.
That sounds like a more equitable version of the Truman Show. Like, like no joke. My favorite scene in that movie was like the quote unquote best friend brings him to the dock, and it's like trying to do the thing where like you're losing your mind. And then, like, the best friend doing just telling the truth as best as they can, saying, you know, if everyone were in on it, then I'd have to be in on it too. You know, that kind of thing.
I don't know, like, or maybe like Hermione asks Ron if he's like maybe Hermione believes that I'm gonna give you money to be friends with. It's like something that they do for like new students who aren't familiar to the wizarding world. So she asked Ron, it's like, hey, is Dumbledore paying you money to be friends with me? Like, we're getting paid money to be friends with Harry? Or like she asked Harry, hey, Harry, how much money is Dumbledore giving you to be friends with me? Because, you know, she wants to make sure they're all getting paid the same amount because, you know, she doesn't want, you know, she's a labor conscious queen. And that's how it's sort of revealed. You know, I think that'd be interesting.
I think you're just coming up with the plot of Rewrite, or Relife, whatever the hell that anime was.
I enjoy crack treated seriously. I love one of my favorite types of fan fictions is one where someone takes like a very, very common trope, the kind that like it's assumed that whoever's reading the fic would be familiar with the trope, and then like messes with it to make something new. Like those are always fun to me.
Okay. Here we go. Next line. Why would you do that? After the things I said good things about you.
All the things I said about you, good things, really, the best things.
All the best things to say about you. About you, that you were an amazing teacher, mentor. And now you're saying I wasn't your student and I was just a puppet for you to control? I mean, technically,
Exactly. We wanted a test subject to control for our needs to control all of Equestria.
You're already...
What do you mean?
You already have...
Gods of... What?
You already are.
I control the sun, and my sister... I control the moon, and my sister controls the sun. But what we don't control is the land.
I guess, yeah.
Take the moon, and you take the sun.
You take the moon, and you take the moon.
It's like, wait, so you manipulated me to release your sister? And then the sister's like, huh? What's this? What's this? That's what I would... That's literally episode 1 stuff.
Yeah, basically.
We're gods. We're gods, you see. 10,000 years on the moon is basically, you know, a power nap.
You monsters will pay for this. I will not keep this to myself. I will tell every pony that you were monsters. That's a secret, Twilight Sparkle.
The monsters. The monsters.
We're all monsters.
The monsters under our collective beds.
In my bed, AO.
Ayo.
Oh.
And that is why we are getting rid of you.
Getting rid of me? Oh no! It's as if
Getting rid of me?
it's as if I gave up my plan.
Hey sister, what if we banished her to the moon forever with no escape?
Oh, because it worked so well last time.
As
What
I
a
said,
sad little horse.
as-
Send her to the
as I
moon.
said before, 1,000 years on the moon to me was merely just a power nap.
You have a nice
While
boyfriend,
an
Shane.
eternity is the equivalent of an eternity, especially when she'll live forever.
You have a really nice boyfriend. It'd be a shame if I waited until you died.
It's great.
What a great idea, sister! It shall be done.
Whoa!
Little fake
I was trying to do
voice.
Hank Hill, but then it evolved into the Mario death cry from Super Mario Galaxy. Wow!
Do 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 do.
That is what's happening right now.
By the power of elements, I command the order of banishment in the moon for all eternity. Goodbye, Twilight Sparkle.
Wouldn't Luna be the one to do that? Because that's her moon.
Whatever.
Well,
I mean, she.
The princess hierarchy. Celestia's over her. So,
Oh, yeah. I
Whatever.
mean, it was Celestia who banished Luna on the moon, so it makes sense that she would also banish Twilight
right,
on the moon.
right.
I guess.
A bunch of baby ducks, send them to the moon. Son of a she does. I like that reference, Adam. I appreciate it. Twilight shooting up to the sky by the blessed magic. Looks like Twilight's blasting off again. No, somebody only help me. That was me echoing.
no, I got it.
Help me.
How is it echoing if it's in the sky?
Dude,
Uh,
the screen that was heard
The
across the
Sky
world.
Dome.
Yeah, there's like a
real in the
Sky
Pony
Dome.
World.
Flat
Sort of
world.
There's sort of a dome. It's like a snow globe type thing.
Wait a minute. Shining
Yeah.
Armor was never shown in this. Maybe Shining Armor is the only one that actually believes in her.
Yeah, but that's shining armor. That's like, I don't know.
Yeah, who cares?
Having a Germa cardboard cut out and say you've met him in person. Like, come on now. Soon the mold will consume him. So who cares?
Peep the horror.
Landing on.
Or
Well, speaking of.
we should do a peep the horror stream.
What?
I mean, we run
Oh
out of
my
fans really
God.
quick.
Wait,
we
I'm
run
sorry.
out of fans
wait,
really
wait,
quickly.
Wait, what's Peep the Horror?
So there was this dream that somebody had where essentially a Germa 985 had gotten mainstream success because he had done these streams where every now and then he would let the chat peep the horror. And what peeping the horror does was it would show like in like those those older like AI generated like eldritch kind of horror images. It was like a red and pulsating mass, and everyone who saw it thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. But every time he did it, a random viewer would die. And so Germa would be like, oh, come on, guys, I just let you peep the horror. Okay, I'm not going to let you peep the horror. I'm not, okay, fine. You guys are really sick. You know, just kill someone whenever we do it. And they'd let the chat peep the horror. Except eventually, one day, Germa let the chat peep the horror, and he was the random viewer that died. And so Twitch let the stream on for 24 hours in order to honor his memory. I just don't think we have enough viewers to do a really long peep the horror stream.
Okay. Landing on the moon with cuts and bruises. Somehow.
Well, like we told you, it echoed because it's like a snow globe type thing. So she crashed through the
Oh yeah,
glass.
she shattered
Ah.
through the globe.
No,
yeah.
no, gotcha. That makes perfect sense, actually.
We should peep the horror for charity.
for charity.
Stands up slowly with pain all over. Sobbing. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
That's okay.
I knew friendship was a waste of time for me. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Any
No,
friendship
she thought
was
it
a
at the
waste of
beginning.
time
Is that the
for
new theme
me,
song?
My
No,
Little
she-
Pony.
No, she did very much. Like, she did very... Like, the whole reason in the show, she's like... Celestia's like, okay, so as an assignment, I need you to go to this place, and I need you to make some friends. She's like, that's a waste of my time. I could be studying. And Celestia was like, yeah, that's what I thought you would say, nerd. Go make some friends.
Even Celestia is just like, nerd!
Yeah. L plus ratio plus get friends.
Plus, no horror peeped.
I got sent to the moon by both of the princesses for eternity, and my friends did nothing along with my brother and Cadence. I don't know!
I got sent to the moon for eternity.
They didn't hear her screaming.
Honestly,
It was echoing
if I
across
were
the pony
if I
dome.
were Celestia and Luna, I think I would just kill her, and the reason why is because when you banish someone for eternity, the catch with that is eternity. Like if you're also immortal, if you banish someone for eternity and you're not immortal, after maybe 80, 90 years, it's no longer your problem because you're dead. But the thing is, if you're immortal, eternity is a long time. Eventually they're going to escape and they're going to be very, very angry. So if I were an immortal and I had issues with people, I'm not doing any banishment, sealing for 1,000 years. No, I'm killing you super dead and doing everything in my power to ensure no necromancy shenanigans, you know?
God, I hope this wire is correct. I think they can hear this. I think the police can hear this.
I'm not immortal, so it's fine.
My immortal.
Save me. I stopped. No, I will not cry over this. Oh, I will teach those ponies a lesson someday. Dear Princess Celestia, your ass is grass.
Dear Princess Celestia, you're a poopy head.
You're a poopy head.
You're a meanie, stupid, bad pony.
Dear Princess Celestia, 254.421.81.132.
I don't get that, but I love it.
You were banished to the moon for the first time, but to me, it was just a Tuesday.
It's an IP address, not mine. I just googled random IP address in an image meme, so I knew I wouldn't accidentally be saying my own.
Let me pull my IP address.
Solid.
It's Celestia's IP address.
Yeah.
But I had to get more powerful and more training to have my revenge on the moon with no other resources.
Will you also be renamed to Night Shroud?
See, listen, if you're an immortal and you don't kill people, you're just giving them time to get their revenge, and they'll come after you. So that's why you just gotta kill them dead, first offense.
Oh, I will.
This is what.
Oh, sorry. I will show.
This is why I'm not immortal.
Oh, I will show them my true power to every pony who betrayed me, even the ones that didn't, and everyone who.
I will kill indiscriminately.
I will show them my true power to every pony who betray me.
I'm gonna hack these government servers.
All ponies consume food. Food is grown by the light of the sun. All of them are complicit in Celestia's behavior.
They shall die for what they did. Yeah.
Alright, let's get on to chapter 4.
Yep.
The discovery of the secret cave. Because of course there's a secret cave on the moon.
I mean, it's pretty secret. If
yeah.
I was putting a secret cave, I'd
Saw
put it on
rocks
the moon.
and
Who's
shit.
gonna
There's
find
gotta
out?
be a cave
Neil
somewhere.
Armstrong?
Yeah, we haven't been on the moon long enough to find a cave, so secret
personally,
cave.
Neil Armstrong isn't a snitch.
Personally, if I were to have a secret location, I would build my secret underwater volcano lab in space. No one would ever think to look there.
Technically, with how inaccessible the moon is to most organisms, I guess every cave is technically a secret cave on the moon.
There's secret cave 1 through 5.
That's what I was saying,
They have their own little addresses. After I cried for a few minutes, I thought I would just wander around and see what was here.
So sad.
Lots and lots of cheese.
Cheese, Gromit. Oh no, sorry. What is it? Crackers, Gromit. We forgot the crackers.
There are no crackers on the moon. That's why it's such a bad punishment to be sent there.
Man, so many white people.
You have no crackers.
Oh god,
to eat the cheese with.
I hate
Pure agony.
Listen, you have no idea how correct that shit is. It's like every holiday get together, it's always like crackers and different kinds of cheeses. Fuck that shit.
Well, I like my cheese and crackers.
Bro, I think we need to figure out who we need to cancel in the group. My lord, John.
Yeah, quite the
No
controversial
cheese and crackers
take.
for you, bro.
I hate that. I'm white, so I can say that about my own in group.
Oh, Jolene's allowed us to peep the horror.
4 hours later, can you keep it going? Can you please do something? I'm running out of title cards. It felt like hours since I started walking and found nothing here, on the moon.
4
It
hours.
was.
Maybe I won't find anything here, on the moon. Wait a minute. What is that? Sees a shadowy figure and walking towards it.
I'm always seeing shadowy figures. It's something I'm seeing all the time. I look out of my corner of my eye. I see the shadowy figures. You see, I'm allergic to my conditioner, and because I'm allergic to my conditioner, whenever I wash my hair, I gotta take a Benadryl, and I'm always seeing the hat man out of the corner of my eye. Half of that story is true.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know what the hell it said. That's amazing.
What the fuck?
Who's next?
It's me. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. Whew. This way, Princess Twilight.
Are you real? Yes, my dear. I guarantee it. Would I lie? Had to get the Supervisors reference out there somehow. What the? Hey, wait! Who are you? Where are you taking me? Moves all 4 of her feet by yourself.
Yeah, she has no choice. She's compelled to follow.
What else is she gonna do? Wander for another 4 hours?
Yes.
Fair enough. Silence. Wow. C is the cave. I didn't know this existed. No, mind blowing.
How would you? You've never
I mean,
been
she
She'd
here
never been here
before.
before.
I mean, she's been wandering for 4 hours.
Do you think that that Luna ever found the secret cave as well?
No, she was on the dark side.
The dark
And she was
side
taking
of
a
the
nap,
moon.
like I said. 10,000 year long nap. You know, she was just kind of exploring dreamland. Not moonland.
She was in a trash can for 10,000 years. No one gets a Power Rangers reference. I see.
I didn't. My brother was
don't,
into Power
sorry.
Rangers. I wasn't. I'm sorry.
The original Repulsa, she was trapped in a trash can on the moon for 10,000 years.
I had a friend who was named after one of the Pink Rangers.
Ah, neat. Especially the
And that's
moon.
where she said her mom got her name.
Especially the moon having a cave. It is supposed
Yeah,
to be
sure.
impossible for a moon to have a cave random.
Yeah, randomly.
Is it?
The moon, of course, caves anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's impossible for it to be there randomly. If it's in a distinct pattern, then I guess it's not impossible.
The moon, of course, has caves anyway, because moons don't care about what ponies think is impossible.
Huh. Apparently, the moon does not have tectonic plates.
Yeah, why would there's no that and there's no heat
Yeah, I
radiating
guess
from it.
also there is no precipitation, so yeah, I guess.
There are moonquakes though. Apparently.
Huh.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Huh.
What do you think, astronomers in our audience? Are
Yeah.
there?
I mean,
Are
we
there
gotta have at
moon
least
caves?
one.
Or is it impossible?
Oh well. Oh well, I don't care. As long as it gives me all the information to be more powerful to take over Equestria. What? Why would
Why
you?
do you?
She really took to this villainous revenge plan. You
It's
know?
I mean,
She's on the moon. She's got no choice.
what else is she gonna do with her time? It's like she found out that like they were evils. Like, I can imagine her being like, "All right, I'm taking over."
I mean, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Put me on the moon, give me a lot of books, I'm gonna find a way to kill you.
Anything? It's like anyone she talks to, anyone I talk to, any person that's gonna go, it's gonna have what I need because that is the path I'm on.
So here's what happened. Celestia and Luna, they're like, "Wait, hold on. Sister, you did take away her protagonist powers, didn't you?" "Oh no, I thought you did." "Oh no."
And they can't.
Plot armor.
And they can't unbanish her because they're gods.
And they just do a quick jaunt on the moon. "Sorry, we forgot." They just kind of rip her protagonist powers away and they leave.
Okay, I'm going in. Walking into the cave and sees a door. There's a door in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was
I mean, this guy's
impossible
up
for
here
there
too. It
to
makes
be
sense.
doors on the moon.
It's impossible for there to be a random door on the moon. Oh, wow, what a big door. Opens the door to see a lot of books, a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. There's indoor plumbing on the moon?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
the rent is
Apparently, yeah.
terrible.
Okay, I better start reading dark magic books. I just assume all these are dark magic, I guess.
I mean, she's fought a lot of, like, evil people, so, like, she knows, like, they tell her their tragic backstories, and she's, like... And the thing about most of these evils, she doesn't gotta worry about it, because most of the time, ancient evils, they get defeated by her. So she's like, I'm good. Like, all I gotta do is not defeat myself, and I'll be fine.
All I gotta do is
my own
not
dubious.
not clone myself or whatever the hell. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And probably with the other books too, and put them to the test with training. I'm gonna read the dark magic books and the rest. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna look at some cooking books. I'm gonna practice with some eat, pray, love. You know, I will train my body and my magic, no matter how it hurts me. I will train until it's time to make those ponies pay for everything they did to me. But
I'm imagining that, like, she has the books, like, on the ground, and, like, as she's studying, she's doing horse push-ups.
Get a moon revenge montage going to 80s music.
Now I'm
Not
thinking
like
about this. Isn't this just Old Boy but with ponies?
I was kind of thinking it's
God,
like,
God.
Uncle
Sent on
Iroh's
the
prison
moon.
scene.
Sent on the moon for 15 years.
Yeah, then suddenly she sheds her cloak and you see she's just ripped. Shit.
oh god, a ripped pony. Now that's something now that's a scary thought. My legs are unbreakable.
My bones are so strong and powerful.
That it must be an existential nightmare to be a centaur, because if they
No, it's like the reason why you gotta kill a horse when, like, the horse doesn't have the intelligence to, like, stay off its, like, doesn't have, like, the ability to understand. It needs to stay off its legs for a while. So, like, a centaur, assuming, like, the top half gives the centaur sort of intelligence, the centaur would the issue is because of the way horses are, like, they can't navigate and stuff with, like, the 3 legs and stuff, so the bone would get worse and worse and worse and worse. But I assume a centaur would be able to make some sort of, like, cart or something to, like, rest on top of and, like, move around with the remaining 3 legs. I think the biggest existential concern for a centaur is they got both a horse back and a human back, which means they got a very, very long, like, sort of spinal cord. So, like, I imagine, like, a whole lot of, like, it's twice the back issues.
osteoporosis must be a bitch for centaurs.
Yeah, like...
Yeah. We'll have to make a separate video talking about the complexities of the centaur anatomy.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
a little
Apparently,
confusing.
according to anime, all centaur women have big boobs. I don't know. I don't make the rules. It's just it's just how it is. I don't know.
I mean, I know what anime you're talking about.
Which one?
So
There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them now. There's 2 Monster Girl shows.
okay, whatever.
Don't
I've
worry
seen
about
one
it.
of them.
I'm sorry.
Let's keep going.
First, I need to summarize before I begin my training at dawn.
Is there dawn on the
I
moon?
mean,
I guess there
technically
is, right?
speaking, dawn would just be like an Earth. Would it be an Earth rise? And it's
Whatever.
like, yes, I'm going to have my revenge. We will not sleep. We have to sleep. It's something. Okay, we'll sleep first. And then went to bedroom.
I hope this will help you with your revenge, Princess Twilight Sparkle. Or should I say, Queen Nightmare Sparkle.
I actually like my name Twilight Sparkle because
Wait.
I like the way that it's the twilight on the gods.
Wait a
when
minute,
I
did-
upsert them.
Yes, but this name is explicitly evil.
Did you predict?
Yeah.
Did you predict this? I feel like this is. I feel like this is the path that's happening. She's like.
I mean, it's Nightmare Moon, Nightmare Sparkle.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about like
the train
I'm-
of logic makes sense.
No, I'm thinking. No, my headspace canon now is like she's intentionally gave her a fake spell or whatever the hell to push this or whatever the heck. I don't even know.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense, but it could just be just like just like someone in your corner who's like, yeah, they don't deserve you. Yeah, mess them up. Yeah,
I have no.
get his ass.
All right.
Alright, next chapter.
Chapter 5. The New Me.
Ooh.
Well, I guess that's you should read that, John.
It's fine. it was read either way. That's right. The new me. It's like it's just Twilight Sparkle but with an X somewhere. Twix like Sparkle. Organization
Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle. I don't even know. Many months later, It's been months and my magic has increased a lot. I should probably explain what I've been doing in these months. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe you just got a power boost. I understand that time passes and you get more powerful as you're plotting your revenge.
I mean, she's
so.
explaining anyway, so here goes.
I am working on how to get back at those princesses and my ex-friends, but not my brother. My brother's fine.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. He didn't
But
do
in order to
nothing.
do that, not only do I need an army and some battle experience for myself. I mean, you already have half of that. The battle experience, I mean. So I looked into the library to find out how to battle in combat. That's,
It's supposed to battle outside of combat, I guess.
Yeah, she knows how to battle dishonorably, but she's learning honorable combat.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're getting revenge on the bitches who sent you to the moon, you don't need to be honorable.
Well,
Just do
but
it.
the thing is, no, you wanna, if you do it the whole point is that Twilight did nothing wrong and she was betrayed. If she gets them dishonorably, then it's like, oh, she's ungrateful and all of that, but like they'd be able to like have kind of a win. She doesn't want to make a martyr out of the gods when she slaughters them.
It's like,
she wants
Yeah.
once again, it's like Hamlet. It's like, I can't kill my uncle while he's in confessional.
You'll go to heaven. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't just want to kill them. She wants to destroy their memory. If she kills them, they'll be dishonorably, the beloved slaughtered gods who were killed by an usurper. But instead, she wants to be like the kind, trusting, beloved student who was slaughtered by the gods and took her revenge on their sort of terms in like an honorable way. It's strategic, her actions. You see.
Counterpoint though, she can also just win dishonorably because winners are the ones who write history.
Yes,
so
but
she could just say that she did everything
she's
right.
a scholar. Like she's a scholar.
She's
she
read-
understands
she's read
how like even if you try to like censor the descent of what happened and all that, like it will still be known. And the last thing she needs is like, because she's been a part of like uprisings. Like she understands about how like ancient evils will eventually be usurped. You know, like she understands.
I've taken out
that
half
shit.
of them.
But that just raises resentment. You know, she doesn't want, because she understands she understands that like even like the small and insignificant can take down a giant, because she has been the small and insignificant who's crushed a giant. So she wants to destroy the princess in such a way that no one would even consider avenging them. She wants to destroy not just their lives, but their memory. She wants to make it so not only are their names are never spoken of again as they die the second death of being forgotten, and it's not that their names are forgotten because people are terrified to speak their name. Yes, they incur the wrath of their new god, but more, they don't utter their name unless it's in disrespect. You know, she wants to truly destroy their legacy, and you cannot disturb their legacy when there are people who speak of them kindly and with reverence,
What the
even
hell?
if it's
What
behind
happened
closed
there?
doors with fear.
I think you read into this a little.
I think we're doing a little bit too much deep diving into the story. I think we're doing it a little bit too much.
Anyway, back to Wattpad.edu.
Yeah. Let's do it. Wattpad U. And create my own army of mindless drones who will respect me and do my bidding. How can they respect you if they're mindless? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
as long as
I mean, you can
Well, you
pretend
can't. They can't
respect.
disrespect her if they're mindless.
You can
disrespect-
pretend. You can pretend they respect you.
they can't disrespect her, and she's a glass half full kind of overlord.
I finally found a spell. Oh, how convenient. I just happen to have a spell that just does that.
I mean, she had to search it.
Yeah.
It was in one of those dark magic books.
Yeah.
It's
keep
just
going.
like, I like to think like, most of these books are blank, but then like, Night Shadow just like frantically scribbles in like when she's looking for like,
It's all a setup.
yeah. She's organizing this entire revolution.
What is Night Shadow's motivations? Like, is it like I hate the princesses?
I think that's actually explained later. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I
all
finally
running
found
together.
a spell to make an army out of anything I wanted, including if I want them to have intelligence, battle experience, and emotions. That just creates more problems than it solves.
Why would
Keep
you
reading.
want to
She-
have
she-
emotions?
Yeah, keep reading.
reading.
It
But of course,
explains.
I'm not going to give them emotions. I'm not stupid like those princesses, and so I did.
I mean, God on you. Because if you'd given them emotions, you would have created more suffering. So
It's just like, what is
I
that?
think that's the right call.
It's like she doesn't want to. It's like she,
Yeah.
It's like you have to have a pretty high IQ to watch Rick and Morty. She saw the toaster robots.
I went to it's so cool. I went, speaking of suffering, I ordered on Instacart to bring some suffering, but the guy, he calls me like on the little text thing, and he's like, "Hey, we don't have any suffering. Is desire okay?" They're basically the same thing.
Nice. I made a castle for myself with my mindless drones out of what? Just moon rock.
I mean,
She made
yeah,
them out of the drones. It's made of robots.
It's the Flesh Tower.
Is my
Oh, God.
tower made of flesh? From I'm made of tower. The gingerbread
Actually,
man
it's
cries.
As she defeats her foes, more will be added to the tower, and when she finally usurps the sun and the moon, their bodies will form her throne.
Awesome. Mostly to do all the work for me. Yes, I have changed a lot since Princess Celestia. Okay, you could just like have a montage where you like explain this, where you like see the characters live out this stuff, and not just explain it all. That just
I like that it's been months, not years, months.
She got no time for that. She's got to do the Dragon Ball Z kind of, expansion. Instead of training for years, just get that one big power boost,
God,
and there
what
you
if
go.
Strats.
what if it's just like from Princess Luna's perspective, it was just like it was like an hour or something like that for like versus 10,000 years, like Digimon Narnia time logic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Time's a construct, bro.
yeah. Especially if you're a god. 1,000 years is like a day, and a day is like 1,000 years.
Fair enough.
That's what the
Princess
book tells us.
Since Princess Celestia and Princess Luna banished me to the moon months ago when I was still their friend and mentor.
I think you got it wrong, Twilight. I think it was the other way around.
Yeah, they were neither.
Moon madness is setting in.
Yeah.
She thinks she taught them. Until they betrayed me like I meant nothing to them, other than a play toy they can mess around with and not care what my feelings are. Don't run away
Princess
from your
Celestia be
feelings.
like, facts don't care about your feelings.
Let's say hypothetically.
Babies call me fact.
Let's say, hypothetically, I banished you to the moon.
Oh, no.
Let's say hypothetically, repeat the whole.
And because of that, my heart is now a heart of stone. It
Oh,
does
no.
not care if I hurt anyone anymore. 3 weeks later, my stone army that are my mindless drones, we figured that, are finished my castle.
Yeah, you already said that.
It only took 3 weeks for a castle.
I mean,
They're
a lot of
efficient,
drones, a lot of folks.
Yes, now I call them my stone army instead of mindless drones. It's just a mouthful of words to say it, so I shortened it. I bet
Good-
against.
good for
I
you,
bet,
I guess.
For
I
that.
bet against the use of mindless drones as a sentence.
All right.
Yeah, I guess mindless
Next
drones
chapter.
is a few
This chapter, after you
more than
read it,
Stone
it
Army.
brings up like a very important, kind of serious little side I want to make. So just read through this chapter so I can say it.
Oh, for sure. Author's note guy.
Sorry, everyone. This is me,
Yes, that's what I'm
actually.
saying.
It's the narrator, or the author. I'm so very sorry for not posting a new chapters for this book in a very long time. It's been stressful at home, that I couldn't think for any more ideas at the time, but I'm going to make an upgraded version. They didn't. But this time, more better and more understanding in the story.
Understanding.
More better.
Okay, so
The new story...
finish.
Yeah, the new story will still have the old title from this story, and because I noticed that the story was not very detailed on certain situations and didn't make sense, so that is why I'm starting over by scratch, and they didn't.
Okay, so I'm looking at the table of contents, and chapter 5 is posted March 22nd, 2022, and this sorry apology is September 27th, same year 2002, 6 months later. And something I want to address is I noticed this really common post-quarantine, but like an insistence on like fanfic authors to like pump like stories out. Like you'll have like the last chapter would be like 2 or 3 months ago, and people are already asking if you abandoned it. And part of it, it's basically people newly getting into fandom in 2020 when there was quarantine. People had all the time to write, and it's just kind of like, hey, if you are listening to this story and you are a person who writes fan fiction, if it's been 4 months since it's been 6 months since you updated, and people are harassing you about updating, you are legally allowed to hunt them for sport. And the same thing applies if it's been like a year, 2 years, like 3 years. Like people, I've seen stories where it's been like 3 or 4 years since they've updated, and then the person like comes with like a chapter, you know? Like people do the joke with the AO3 authors. They're like, sorry, I didn't update in a while. You know, like my uncle got me in a most dangerous game situation, so I'm posting it with the faint cell signal, but I gotta keep moving because of the GPS pings, so I'll know exactly where my location is. But it's like, you don't need to apologize. You are doing this for free. Like, update when you want to update. Don't feel bad about taking a little bit to update. And like, if you're reading stuff and you like a good story, if you want if it's been a while since a chapter has been updated and you want more, don't go in the comments and go, hey, when's the next chapter, please update. Instead,
oh, that is annoying.
Instead, what you should do is just, you really like the story, so send them a review saying, I really like the story, maybe highlight a part that you liked, and say, I really like this part, and that's going to do the equivalent of making the author go, oh wow, someone really likes this story. I wasn't really going to be working on the next chapter, but I think I'll work on it, because I know for a fact that someone's really enjoying it. Like, don't, like, that, stepping out of the little serious thing, but this is just like a thing, like...
I don't know if the author had that problem, though, because I don't think this has any reviews or comments on it.
Well, it's still, like...
Maybe private message.
Maybe, but it's still the fact that, like, the author felt the need to apologize for, like, a 6 month, like, a 6 month gap. Like...
Yeah. They might have also just apologized on their own, though. That can happen,
well, that's
too,
true, but it's
so.
the fact that, like, they felt the need to do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean... I would hope no one was harassing this author.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was. I don't think anyone was. It's just me, like, making, like, a point about, like, I noticed this chapter, and maybe noticed, like, an issue that I've noticed become especially prominent post-quarantine. So me just doing, like, a little rant PSA.
All right. Oh, thank you. Also, funny enough, this was posted in September 27th, but the last chapter was posted on April 8th. So, huh. Is that...
Whoever reads this chapter title, read it in the Super Friends voice, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. How'd that happen? Okay. That's fine.
Meanwhile, back in Equestria...
It's been months since I banished Twilight Sparkle, and everything is peaceful.
So apparently she was like a harbinger of war.
I guess,
for
yeah.
This.
Yeah.
The thing with the Twilight Sparkle is, like, Twilight Sparkle needed to learn lessons, and because Twilight Sparkle needed to learn lessons, reality twists around her to cause minor problems that she would learn and solve and grow from. And they weren't, like, serious issues, except for when the gods that are above Celestia Luna decided it was time for a season finale. It still was kind of, you know, frustrating that,
Wait,
we're grown...
there are gods above them?
Yeah, Hasbro. It's like they're gods.
Oh.
It's like
Of course.
It's like we've got grown adult. You think it's weird that, like, grown adults are starting to have, like, interpersonal problems that are appropriate for, like, a 7-year-old to learn about instead of, like, I don't know, concern about, like, a divorce or, like, a marriage, when it's not that, like, it's not that it's bad, it's just that neither of you are very, very happy, and some of you kind of wish that your relationship could get worse, because then it would feel justified with you getting the divorce that you really need, but still you have the kids, and even though you aren't super happy with each other, you don't hate it, and the resentment slowly festers. And anyway, My Little Pony doesn't cover that.
I have no idea what you're on about anymore.
Yeah,
I think I sort of understand.
Honestly,
the point is The point is, they haven't been having. No one's been having those kind of issues because they're stuck in like a curse of exclusively child-friendly inconveniences, which would be fine except for the fact that they're happening like once a week. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's gone now, so now they're dealing with tax evasion.
I think she was just a warlord. I like to keep things simple.
Yeah.
Alright, let's continue.
Hello, sister. Are you thinking about that student of yours again?
Yes, sister, I was, but she is not my student anymore. But who cares? Not me! Everything is peaceful without her.
Oh!
Barge is in!
Oh? Oh, York?
Sorry, your highnesses, but there is urgent news.
Yes, what is it? Calmly. Yes, what is it? Celestia said calmly.
Well, your highness, I received from a pony named Night Shadow, and that she was start releasing Twilight within 10 years from now.
What the?
Oh,
A soft
that's
launch.
that's enough time.
Wait a minute. It's like in One Punch Man where it's like, there was this evil. It's gonna happen within 10 months. Wait, so it could happen now, right?
Pony, Mr. Mr. Ponyguard, is this an actual within 10 years, or is this like how the pony Todd Howard insists that he's going to be releasing Elder Scrolls 6 any day now?
I don't play video games,
Pony Todd
man.
Howard. That's
Also, apparently this is a gender bent Night Shadow.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, who
If
is
we're
this?
assuming
It's all
this
good,
is
I mean-
this is the
I think-
Fate continuity.
maybe
Which it
Night
isn't,
Shadow
but
was a
let's
girl the
pretend
whole
it
time.
is.
Maybe they were a female the whole time, and we just
Oh yeah.
kind of.
Maybe Night Shadow is above things like gender.
I mean,
Yeah.
Who is it?
What
They're
would a god do
probably
with gender?
also a quasi-god, so why wouldn't they?
Who is this Night Shadow pony? How does she know about the princess? How does she know about the princess Twilight Sparkle? I know that, like, I think Royal Camelot, like, Luna was leaning into, like, the Nightmare Moon and Sound Worse, but, like, I didn't really watch My Little Pony. I would just click random episodes whose title and synopsis seemed interestingly enough on Netflix when I was in, like, high school. So that's when MLP knowledge.
Fair enough.
I like that this also has the Royal Canterlot voice, just like Night Shadow had in Fate.
Yeah.
Also, now I'm thinking of that crack fig I wrote where I changed it to like Royal Cantaloupe voice, Royal Carolot voice.
That's the name of, like, the strippers that Celestia called.
Royal Canterlot? Royal Carolot?
Yeah, the Royal Carolot boys.
Royal
Kane
Cantaloupe
shows up looking
voice.
real great.
Alright.
Stay calm, my sister. We will seek the answers we need about this pony named Night Shadow. You there, guard, gather information of who this pony is and gather our troops to search for this pony.
And then gather.
Yes, your highness,
And then
right
gather
away.
the weapons. Once you've gathered the weapons, gather an army. Once you gather the army, you will gather this pony.
Gather the
I
victory.
guess this means I'm general now.
This pony named Night Shadow.
Celestia, are you sure of this?
Yes, Luna, I'm sure.
Okay, sis. I trust you. Hopefully you know what you're doing, my sister, because if any pony knows the truth about Twilight Sparkle and us, it will cause problems not only to her brother, but all of Equestria will know everything is a lie and would turn on us.
So the sister
And
banishment
also,
thing
why did we even do this to ourselves? This makes no sense.
We should have just killed her.
They should have just killed
Or
him.
like
You're
not
right.
have done this to begin with, because I
Banish
still
her to
don't
the-
understand
if you
what
can
the
banish
point
her
of
to the surface
any
of
of
the
this
moon,
betrayal
banish her
stuff
to the
was.
surface of the sun.
I still don't get. Like they said they used her as a test subject, but what were they testing?
to see if they can manipulate somebody.
Yeah, testing
But
how they
why?
can manipulate. Well, testing
But why
how
would
they
you
can...
do that on such a large scale? Why not on a small scale?
That's what they're doing.
Well,
They're-
they did do it on a pretty small scale. They did it with Twilight Sparkle. She was their start, and now they know how to like. They're going to be using the Magic Academy to churn out like perfect little curious drones that will do as Celestia asked. And
I
the
wouldn't
main
say
sort of
it's
lure
a
is
small
that.
scale if it can jeopardize their whole reign if anyone knows about it.
That's
Well,
what-
here's the thing:
that's why
is
it's
so
experiment-
Twilight Sparkle. The real sort of catch for Twilight Sparkle is it wasn't just the friendship lessons. It was whenever she had a friendship lesson, she would send the letters to Celestia. And in the process of talking about her friendship with Celestia, every now and then she might mention a pony who isn't super happy about the current regime. And so that unbeknownst to Twilight, that information
it all
is
makes
to
sense.
silence dissent. Essentially, she's learning how to turn a bunch of magical students into perfect little wiretaps as part of the
Social police.
the Patriot Act, but the P stands for pony. Is that anything?
So what you're saying is
The
what
Pony
you're saying
Act.
is that Twilight Sparkle was really just pony Stasi.
Sure. They're trying to stop her from becoming Pony Edward Snowden.
You know, I still wouldn't have made her a princess at the end, but sure.
The next day, in the shadows, everything is occurring to plan. They are falling into my trap, and Evan will know the truth about Celestia being evil and cruel through her lies, just so she would become our ruler along with her sister Luna. I still remember that day when she banished me to the darkness of the depths of the caves on the moon, just so that I would blab about the truth about her. I was once her student also before she betrayed me. I and Twilight Sparkle will have our revenge soon. Mwah! To be continued.
Mawa.
That's a great laugh.
She's going to sit down and read some Korean comic books.
Mawa.
Why didn't see? This is why I genuinely kill people. Like, don't, like, if someone has found the truth about you and you and them are immortal, like, don't just like leave them on like a cave.
Actually,
what you do,
just bring up.
don't give them time. If you can't kill them that way, what you do is instead of putting them on a moon where they're trapped there with a lot of freedom, what
Hold
you
on,
do is
hold
you
on.
put them in a box.
Put him in a mafaba.
You put them in a box. You put that box in another box. You put that box in another box. You seal that box in concrete.
And then I'll mail the
put that
box to
in
myself.
Then you mail it to yourself and you smash it with a hammer.
No, if you smash it with the hammer, they'll get out.
Wait, hang on. I gotta say something about this. This plan seems... If they banished the last student to the moon, then why didn't Luna, when during the first banishment, go to that betrayed student and try to collaborate with her or something?
Because it wasn't a true... Because it wasn't a true banishment. Like we said, it was a power nap.
Oh, I see.
Alright. So, yeah, the author never wrote anything else beyond this. Unfortunately for them, they didn't get any reviews, but we're not going to add any of our own, and if you do, we will banish you to the moon, and you're not coming back from that.
Yeah, just again, we won't even, make, we're angry at this person. So, the only real benefit you would get from sending, the hypothetical benefit of, you get the reaction of, oh, they reacted, they talked about it, you're not even going to get that. We're just going to think that, you're lame and, privately talk about you, but, in no way where you would get, any clout or reward. There's literally no benefit from, harassing or bothering this person in any way, shape, or form. And if you do that, we won't like you. We won't think you're cool or funny or charming. There's nothing you could say in the comments that, is cool or
we'll just send you to the moon.
We won't. Don't do it.
Within 7 days, you will peep the horror.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Alright.
See this ad at the bottom? It says, enjoy the most immersive ad-free reading experience. Try Wattpad Premium. No, the most immersive ad-free reading experience is when you go to the library.
Yeah.
Alright, well then. If you want to subscribe, you can do that. We also got a Discord, a Tumblr that we barely use.
We use Discord
A
enough.
Tumblr that we barely use. And remember, folks, if you don't like getting betrayed, don't make friends. And if you do not read.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.